You know, if I pass all the tests, I'm definitely going to California. I'm going to be a criminal lawyer. Of course, it all takes about 20 years.
We'll be dead by then.
Well, I believe in having a goal. That way you succeed. Actually, that's your trouble. You've no ambition. Ambition.
Welcome back. Good to see you. It's your boy Blue Games back for another Infinite Flight live stream on a Friday night. I don't usually get to stream at this time, but I'm excited to be able to rock it with you tonight. I'm glad you guys are gonna be flying with us. Welcome aboard. For today's motivational quote of the day is very simple. It won't happen overnight, but if you give up now, it won't happen at all. And I truly believe in this quote right here, because it's true. It won't happen overnight. Just like anything else, if you want to be successful at anything, like literally anything, you're gonna have to work for it. Whoops, my bad. But you have to work for it. You have to be consistent. You have to keep pushing at it, keep poking at it, keep going at it. Never give up, because if you give up, it's never gonna happen for you. You can't just expect to create a YouTube channel. Can't just expect to jump into something brand new and be successful overnight and be like famous overnight. Thank you, Nicholas Dawson, for that subscription, man. You can't expect you to just blow up overnight, no matter what you're trying to be at. You could be the most passionate person in the world. You can love it. You can want to die to have it. But that doesn't mean it's gonna happen overnight. For some people, it does, and that's great for them. But for very few people, it does. But for most people who do actually make it, it's a long process. It's a long process of them continuing to keep going and keep pushing, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how hard they have to struggle, no matter what they have to pay for it, no matter what they have to do for it. Appreciate that, Kenan, for that subscription. But again, it won't happen overnight, but if you give up now, it won't happen at all. So let's keep it moving, baby. That's the motivational quote for the day. We're gonna hop into Infinite Flight. And we're gonna be starting off here in Detroit. That's KDTW, and I'll be parked at gate Charlie 08. But don't park on top of me. Park somewhere near it, not on it. All right, I'm gonna be flying the Boeing 747-200. Today we'll be joining in on the Infinite Flight Friday night flight. I believe it's the Northwest something. It's in the description of the video. I can't remember what the name of it is. But I've already done 2 legs of this flight, or 2 legs of this event today. And it's been very interesting. We could talk about that a little bit more when we get in the air. Let's see, do we still have ATC here? Yes, we do. So let's go ahead and get started before we ATC decides to go offline. So I'm going to do one thing. I am going to change the time because I do not feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like flying at night completely. I mean, I don't mind seeing the sunset, but I don't want to fly completely at night. So we'll set it somewhere around there. I don't really know where it's at. You can look on the screen and copy that however you like. Weight and balance. Today's flight is expected to be about 1 hour 15. So we're going to add another hour on top of that. Let's go to 2 hours and 15 minutes plus a little extra. Let's add a whole another hour of extra fuel. Maybe an hour, like 2 hours and 15 minutes of extra fuel. And again, I'm going to explain why later on because I've had some very interesting flights today with ATC. And so let's go ahead and make sure you pack in a little extra fuel just in case things get interesting towards the end. Let's hope not. Let's hope that we get there on time. But you never know. Alright, so we're gonna hit resume. And I believe I should already have my flight plan copied. Let's see if it's still there. Hopefully it's still there. Oh, nope, it's not. Of course I had to copy something else earlier. I was pasting a video. Now I gotta go to my notes. And we'll copy from there. I think it is this one right here. You guys get a sneak peek of my notes here. And there's nothing in there I'm trying to hide. So, all right, we'll hit OK. Oh wait, did it do it? Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, so again, let's go ahead and get off the ground because again, I don't know how much longer ATC is going to be online. So I'm going to go ahead and request for pushback.
Detroit Metro Ground.
We do have a lot of aircraft flying with us today.
Detroit Metro Ground.
I'm not sure which runway he is going to give us.
Detroit Metro Ground, 888 Mike Alpha X-Ray, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 403 Heavy, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro
All right, so while we're waiting for him to give us our clearance, we're going to go ahead and set our altitude to 12,000 as usual.
Delta Lima Victor Alpha 339 ready for pushback.
Seatbelt signs on, no smoking signs on, nav lights on, beacon lights on.
261 ready for pushback.
So it's like, oh my god, what is going on out here? Wow, this is a cluster. You know what? Let's park somewhere else. Let's end the flight. Because I am not okay with whatever that was supposed to be. Looks like Detroit already got off the line. Yeah, so we were over there. I don't know where the bigger aircraft usually park. I think that these spots over here should be alright. Let's try this one right here. No. Actually, let's try A59. That was bad. That was really bad. So it looks like that they might have went offline. Because, yep. Oh, okay. Ground is now active, so we do have ground. Okay, cool. I was hoping that ATC didn't get off as soon as we got on. I was like, man, of course, my luck. What's funny though, there was literally no one else here until we got here. That's interesting. Oh my god. Okay, so guys, I think you see the problem here. You should probably, yeah. Okay, so it looks like the other side is the bigger aircraft. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again because these spots are too small for our plane. So park here. Yeah, I'm not, yeah, we're not playing that today, guys. We are not, yeah, I am not going for that old, parking on top of each other crap and through it yet, no. Not doing with it today. Alright, nav lights on, beacon lights on. We already have our stuff copied. So we'll copy that again, and we'll probably have to ask, Ground who just logged off. So maybe we won't have ATC. Okay, so it says controller. They say controller change was in progress. So let's hope that ATC does come back online, because I would rather not. Okay, is it? Yeah, this is a lot better. This is a lot better. Look at that. Look at all this organization happening right here. Look at you guys all like not on top of each other. You should be proud of yourselves. Anyways. My weather is not coming in. Alright, so anyways, let's get ready again. ATC may be coming back on. I hope so. It says controller change was in progress. So I'm hoping that somebody actually does fill that spot. But maybe not. I mean, it is event. It's an event. So usually there's ATC, but sometimes, you know, you can find some spots at times when there's not. Okay, so looks like everything we need is here. I'm gonna check my weight and balance one more time, make sure we're still good on fuel. Yep, that's what I had it on. Time is good. Trim is set. And I mean, there's really nothing else for us to do but push back. And I mean, I'm not gonna wait for ATC to get back on, because I'm not depending on them at all. So let's take a look at the weather, and where should we be taking off from? Wow, busy. Wow, look at all these aircraft here. So busy. Winds or nothing. Yeah. Okay, so there's literally no wind. Okay, yeah, ground is on. Cool. Request pushback.
Detroit Metro Ground, Blue 116, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground, JetBlue 460.
Alright, so hopefully they'll give us pushback clearance, and they'll let us know what runway they're going to be giving us, because I really don't like it when the wind is so variable that it's just, you know, like there's no active runway, you know, because then people just take off and land all on every single runway, and a lot of hazards like that.
Northwest 1, ready for
so we'll sit here and wait for
Detroit Metro Ground, November 737 Sierra
ATC to give us clearance to push back.
Detroit Metro Ground.
Today we have ATC Blue Panda 900. Interesting name.
Detroit Metro Ground.
I'm assuming we'll get runway 22 left or 22 right.
Detroit Metro Ground.
When I flew in here earlier, we landed on 22 left.
Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 699 Super, ready for pushback.
Alright, so that's one way we're probably not getting our clearance, because there is an aircraft already behind us.
Expects runway 22 left. Detroit Metro Ground, Speedbird 564.
Oh, well, while we're waiting, welcome to the stream, guys. How you doing, Alexis, Nico, Arrow, Skywars Pro? We're on expert server. Noah, Seaton, Planes and Trains channel. Good to see you, man.
Delta 10 Heavy, taxi to runway 22 left.
We may be sitting here for a bit, because I mean, our request might put my request to push back a while ago, but
ready for pushback. Detroit
oh,
Metro
now ground is offline. What are you doing, man?
Ready to taxi to runway 22 left. Taxiing to runway.
Alright, so I'm not gonna push back because we do have another aircraft behind us, but it looks like he might be stopping. So we do have some space right there, so we can go ahead and push back.
Detroit Metro
because we don't have ATC now.
Northwest 1, ready for
we have a gap.
Detroit Metro Ground, Alaska 200.
So let's go ahead and expect runway 22 right for takeoff.
Detroit Metro
How about that? Actually, what would be smart would be to do parallel takeoff, 22 right and 22 left. So that way we're not all waiting in line. So how about we do that? So we'll we can split up, and some of us can take 22 left, some of us can take 22 right. Alright, so I always forget while I'm pushing back to actually start engines. Alright, so starting engine number 4, actually.
Detroit Metro Unicom.
What is ATC doing? This is like some training server stuff, because usually on expert server, you know, they're supposed to actually stay online for a bit. Maybe he's having like some server issues or something like that. I don't know. But usually they're supposed to like stay on for a bit and not just log on and log back off. Because, you know, for people who are trying to fly places, that can get pretty annoying, you know.
888 Mike Alpha X-ray, ready to taxi to
man, it is crowded. Alright, so we're gonna stop here. Oh my god, what is this Delta person doing?
Detroit Metro Ground.
Oh, he stopped right under my wing.
Ready to taxi to runway 22 left.
Alright, now we have another person. They keep switching, so I guess they couldn't decide who wanted to be what. So now we have Initial Virus as our IFATC today out of Detroit Wayne. And let's see, is he the only one? Is he doing tower too, or is he doing... Wow, there's a lot of planes. Look at this. There's a lot of people on the ground. It is so busy. It is going to be... I hope they don't give all of us the same runway, because that could be horrible. Horrible.
Detroit Metro Ground, FedEx 122 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway.
Alright, so obviously we're not going anywhere because we are in a traffic jam.
Detroit Metro Ground, Delta Lima Victor Alpha 339, ready to taxi. Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 1805, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 22, ready to taxi. Detroit Metro Ground, American 321, ready for pushback. Attention all aircraft, airport is busy, expect delays. Detroit Metro Ground, 888 Mike Alpha X-Ray, ready to taxi to runway 22 left. Detroit Metro Ground, Speedbird 564 flight of 5, ready to taxi. Blue 115, request permission to cross runway 27 right. Detroit Metro Ground, November 12 Romeo Alpha Foxtrot.
I hate when I forget, when I accidentally mute myself. Anyways, what I was saying was, when I was talking to myself, was earlier I did this flight from Memphis to Detroit and I forgot to turn all my engines on. I got to the runway and only had one engine on. So today I'm gonna make sure that I turn all my engines on. I had engine 2, we had 2 good engines. We got 2 more to go.
Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 22 left. Detroit Metro Ground, Delta Lima Victor Alpha 339, ready to taxi to runway
Pablo
21 right.
Duhamel. How do I change my ATC voice? I actually made a video because a lot of people have been asking me that question. I actually made a video for that reason, and that video will be released tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow. That video will be on YouTube. Alright, request taxi to active. We haven't actually asked yet.
116, ready to taxi.
And we'll go ahead and turn our last engine on.
JetBlue 460.
Wait for the N1 to rise on that.
Permission to cross runway 09 left. Detroit Metro Ground.
Busy.
Heavy,
Oh my God.
ready to taxi to runway 21 left. Detroit Metro Ground. Northwest 6.
But you know, since we're waiting,
ready to taxi to runway 22
this event. Let's talk about this event. So every Friday, for you guys who are either new to Infinite Flight or maybe you don't fly Infinite Flight, every Friday they have an event called Friday Night Flight, and I don't know who decides where we fly to or from, but on the forum they post you know, where the event's going to be, which airports are going to be participating. So today there's about 4 or 5 airports participating, and right now we're flying in between 2 of them. 2 of those airports are Memphis and Detroit. So today we're going to fly from Detroit to Memphis. Earlier I flew from Memphis to Detroit, and before that I flew from Denver to Memphis because I was already in Denver for another flight, and I was like, hey, let's go ahead and join, you know, fly into the Friday night flight. And so I flew my private jet from Denver to Memphis because, you know, I had to arrive in style, so I brought the Citation X.
Ready for pushback.
Samuel Stein, am I happy that the Northwest DC-10 has been added to the game? Honestly, I could care less. I didn't even know Northwest existed until this event. And I just happened to really like the 747 version of this Northwest livery, so that's why we chose to fly this. This is technically not like a technically not a 747 length of flight. It's a very short flight. The flight's only gonna be about an hour. But I like the 747. I mean, I like this livery for the 747, so we decided to fly this.
Detroit Metro Ground.
Yes, Justin flew with us from Denver. Actually, yeah, he flew with me from Denver.
To runway 22 left. Northwest 1805. Pushback approved.
And there's also with the event, they also have, you know, it's a Northwest event, so you can basically fly any Northwest, you know, aircraft. So I believe that's the 747, the A3 something. Alright, so he's giving us clearance to taxi to 22 left. So where is that? Alright, that's exactly where I thought it was. I'm hoping that I don't know, I'm hoping that it's not too crowded there.
Contact tower when ready.
Hopefully these guys ahead of me start taxiing. That'd be great.
Delta 10 Heavy.
I'm having, ooh, look how busy this is. Oh my gosh.
Left. Contact tower when ready. Detroit Metro Ground.
Wait, hold on.
November 193 Yankee Charlie. Ready to taxi to runway 22 right. Taxiing to runway 22 left. Northwest 60. Detroit Metro Ground, American 936, ready for pushback.
Gaming Swat says, is this
Detroit
why you don't fly
Metro
A380
Ground,
or
Speedbird
747 because it'd be crowded with jumbos?
ready
Yes
to
and no.
taxi to runway 22 left.
That's not the only reason. One of the reasons that you don't see me flying these big aircraft like these, the jumbo jets, that often is they're just not my style, I guess you could say. It's not my favorite aircraft to fly. I'd rather fly a smaller 737, 777 or 787 on the bigger side. But I do like the plane. It's not my favorite, so I just don't fly it that often.
Delta 900, push back.
So right now we're just, we haven't even gotten away from the ramp, but our parking spot was right there. And now we're just waiting to go. Maybe we could go that way.
Detroit Metro Ground.
Let's see, can we go that way?
403 heavy, ready to taxi. Stand by.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way because he's not moving either. So we'll release brakes.
Detroit Metro
and we're gonna taxi to the left in front of that Northwest 747 over there. Because for whatever reason, traffic ahead of me is not moving.
Heavy, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground. Delta 900,
and he's already given us clearance to taxi the 22 left, so we're not waiting for ATC, we're waiting for traffic.
182, ready for pushback.
And thank you, sir, for pushing back for me a little bit. I really appreciate that. Oh, taxiing to the grass, violation. Oh, strike number 1. And he disappeared. I'm pretty sure he didn't get ghosted. I think it's because of my network connection, or because, with Infinite Flight, I have my aircraft count set to max, but even on max, it still limits you to a certain amount of aircraft you can see on your screen at a time. And as you can see behind us, we have a ton of aircraft already around us, so. And I'm actually going to continue to the left over here. Whenever you're turning the
ready to taxi
come on.
to runway 27 right.
Come on.
Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 5122 heavy, ready
This
for
thing is heavy. It doesn't want to move.
564 flight of 5, taxi to runway 22 left.
All right, I don't want to go in the grass, but I'm trying to get this thing to turn. All right, we're trying to not take shortcut, but we're trying to get around traffic because it is crazy busy on that side. So if we could just get over to this taxiway ahead of us, we may have a little bit of extra space.
Detroit Metro
Yeah, this looks better already. So, we've already moved farther than we did before.
Detroit Metro Ground, American 936.
This thing just does not like to turn.
Detroit
You get to slow down quite a bit to get this baby to turn.
99 Super, ready to taxi to runway 22.
Yeah. Some of you guys are going to get stuck in traffic. There's just a lot of people. Not only are we streaming, but we also have an actual event going, so people are already... This airport was already busy. Something to warn you guys about was earlier I did a flight. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Twitter, but I kind of was tweeting a lot during this flight because I was waiting a lot. Oh my god, that's legit right there. I'm going to go ahead and request cross runway 09.
Northwest 1805, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro.
Yes, I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Twitter, but I was posting about how I was getting vectored around for about an hour. Like my flight was only supposed to be about an hour, and I got vectored by ATC for an extra hour. Oh my god, this is getting bad. This is getting so bad. Alright, so right now we're waiting at the runway to cross 09 left.
Ready for pushback.
We're gonna stay in the cockpit because every time I jump out of it, it just gets extremely unlegit.
Left. Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 5122.
So I apologize to all my realists out there who watch my streams.
Northwest 22.
There's nothing I can do about other people's actions.
Left.
Oh.
Contact tower when ready. Detroit Metro Ground. FedEx 1579 heavy.
Well, he got clearance across. I have not gotten clearance across.
Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 5122 heavy, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 711.
Still waiting here.
Ready for pushback.
We'll see. Hopefully ATC does very good today. I'm hoping. I have high hopes for ATC today. I'm not gonna say anything bad about ATC unless they do something stupid. Right now we have ground, initial virus, and tower is Blue Panda. We do not have any approach controllers on, anything like that at the moment.
Emirates 777 300 heavy, ready.
All right.
Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 5000.
We have a jumbo caravan coming to Memphis today.
Detroit Metro.
All that traffic behind us.
American 936.
Jammed up, and I can't even get clearance across the runway.
Detroit Metro Ground.
Look at this bottleneck. There's 2 people across the runway. Nobody landing.
Taxi.
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, ground?
Detroit Metro Ground. FedEx 1579 Heavy, ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground. Blue 120.
Oh my god. Oh, you serious? Really, man? Really? We gotta be that guy today? Who the heck is this? Tell me who this is.
Detroit Metro Ground.
Let me call you out.
American 936. Ready
Captain Leo, get the heck off of me, man. And ground is offline. We're going. I don't know what these guys are doing today. ATC is failing right now. I still believe in IFATC, but today, they're pushing it. Today they are pushing it. All right, we have anybody on our left side? Let's take a look outside real quick.
Detroit Metro Unicom.
Nope. All right, so we're gonna switch over to the other side, to the other runway. I mean, not the runway, the other taxiway.
Detroit Metro Unicom, American 321, taxiing to runway 04 left. Detroit Metro Unicom, Papa
They should add a
Romeo
command
092,
to Infinite Flight that
runway
says do not
27
taxi
right.
through others or something like that. Like they already have a command that says, you know, don't taxi through grass, don't taxi on the runway or whatever, a bunch of different stuff. But they need to add one that says do not cut in line or do not taxi through other aircraft. Somebody taking off. That's a American 737. I believe that's the 800. Another thing that ATC should have did, and again, I mean, I understand it's very busy, so I can't really criticize ATC too much because again, I'm not IFATC, you know, I've never been in this situation, but just I'm thinking what they should have done was split us up. I mean, they have 3 runways. They have less traffic inbound than they do outbound. So designate 1 runway for, you know, well, actually, yeah, designate 1 runway for arrivals and 2 runways for departures. So that way you don't get this, you know, horrible traffic jam like we have now. All trying to taxi to what is it, right?
Ready for pushback. Detroit Metro Ground, Northwest 711.
All right, we're gonna stop right here. There we go. Wow, look at the map. Watch this. Wait, 3, 2, 1.
Northwest 44. Pushback approved. Expects runway.
Okay, he stopped.
Right. Detroit Metro
But this
Ground.
is just,
American
God.
936.
This is probably why ATC left. They're like, I'm not dealing with this. Actually, look at this. They switched. Panda is now ground. Earlier, that other guy, whoever that other guy was, Initial Virus, whatever his name was, he was ground. And now Blue Panda is both. So Initial Virus is like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. Wow, look at how much traffic we have. It's so funny that you guys decide to like taxi on top of each other when there's 2 taxiways to be on. Oh, wow.
Heavy, ready to taxi.
Alright, I'm gonna switch the tower now.
79 heavy, cross runway.
Oh, and no, there is no tower. Never mind. Maybe I won't switch the tower. Well, guys, this is a very interesting start for our flight. I'm hoping that it gets better. And I want to say I apologize if it does not. But again, it's not really my fault. It's not really anything I can do about it, to be honest.
Emerald 777 300 heavy, taxi to runway 22.
We've already died about 10 times.
Detroit Metro Unicom, Emirates 777.
Michael Salvatore says, "Don't ram into me." I'm not ramming into you. I'm not the one for you to worry about. I'm not the guy. These other people around us are the ones that we need to. Oh my God.
Detroit Metro Unicom, Northwest.
I should have just went to training server. Like seriously, I should have just went to training server because this is bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. And I mentioned this last stream, but this stuff like this is the reason why people. Oh, who is that? There's somebody going the wrong way.
Detroit Metro Tower.
Wow. Now I gotta say, this is the worst I have ever seen expert server. This is the worst. If I was ATC, I would ghost all of us. Now I know it's not my fault, but I would ghost all of us because this is just. You should know better than this.
Line up and wait. Runway 22 left. Cleared for takeoff. runway
I
22
can't
left.
wait to get off the
JetBlue
ground. Ghost them all.
460. Detroit Metro Tower, Saudia 160.
I don't know if Panda's watching, probably not, 'cause I don't know who that is, but you should ghost everybody in this little cluster. Look at the people getting on the runway at the same time. There's just no air, there's just no control right now. There's no ATC control, nothing. I'm gonna have to remove myself from the situation.
25 nautical miles to the east at 10,600 feet, inbound for landing. Line up and wait for runway 22 left, northwest 22. Detroit Metro Unicom, northwest.
Alright, what I'm gonna do,
122
I'm in
heavy,
flight. I'm getting out of here.
runway 09 left.
Getting out of here. Like I told you guys, I'm not dealing with that today. Not dealing with that today. Horrible. Let's see. We'll go back to the ramp. And we'll push back again.
Unicom, November 193 Yankee Charlie is taking off.
And again, I apologize for everybody watching the stream right now or watching the video. Like I said, there's just really nothing I can do about what other people do around me. So, you know me, I try to be legit as possible. I think ATC's gone. Yeah, they're gone. So go ahead and push back. Get the engines all started. I'm just gonna do a real quick start. Usually, you know, we would start one engine at a time. I know that, but we're just gonna get out of here. We're gonna taxi ourselves to 22 left instead of 22 right.
Northwest 44.
Oh, I'm sorry, 21 right.
Detroit Metro Unicom, Northwest 999 is on left base, runway 22 right. Detroit Metro Unicom, Northwest 140.
Yes, curse of the 747s.
Runway 27 left.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the reason that tower and ground keep going offline, because they just can't deal with it. It's just, there's too many aircraft in one place, nobody's listening. And the only really thing that they can do is either ghost everyone or leave. Alright, we'll stop. It's not turning enough. Engines are all on.
Detroit Metro Unicom,
start rolling.
777 300 heavy.
Ground is. It doesn't look like ground is online, right? Infinite Flight Columbia, good to see you. How you doing? Good brakes. Let's see, where are we? Let's make sure we taxi the right place. Looks like I'm not the only one who decided to leave. Did everyone else do the same?
Northwest 2667 heavy.
Alright, let's go.
Push back.
I'm not gonna wait for ground, because ground may not be here in 5 minutes, apparently.
Holding position.
So ground's gonna have to contact me.
667 heavy. Blue 116.
Alright, I'll hold position.
Holding position. Blue 116.
Alright, now ATC is taking initiative and actually saying things. Before they weren't. I didn't really see them saying anything. All I heard was people asking to push back. I didn't see anyone.
Detroit Metro.
Did anybody actually get off of the ground? Did anybody take off?
321 ready to taxi. American 321.
Let's go ahead and do our settings while we're waiting.
Detroit Metro ground. Delta 900
Flaps
ready
10,
to taxi
out
to
to
runway
12.
09 right. Holding position.
Engine, all that stuff is good.
321.
We got fuel.
Sierra Whiskey Alpha 420.
Alright, so now we're just waiting for ATC to see. I think what he's doing, he's just telling everybody to hold position so he can organize, which is a smart thing to do. If it's chaos, you just tell everybody to stop in your spot and be like, alright, now let's figure this out together. Planes to Train channel, we're at KDTW.
Short of runway 27 left. Hold short of runway 27 left.
Yeah, Nico Arrow. This looks like training server, casual server. I mean, it's just, I don't know what people were thinking today. I really don't know. How you doing, Al Clement from Singapore? Good to see you. Justin Winslow, is this expert server? I don't know if it is anymore. This is like training server 2.0. Training server with the option to ghost. Alright, Larkland, we'll see you in Memphis, man. I'm glad you're able to get off the ground. Casual X.
Ready to taxi to runway 22 left.
All right, Justin says he's on my left, and we have heavy traffic behind me. All right.
Hold position.
How you doing, Arunan from New Zealand? Good to see you.
Position. Northwest 2666.
Mohit Paul watching from Toronto. Welcome everybody aboard. Glad you guys can make it on a Friday night for Friday night flight. The Friday actually is more like a Friday night traffic jam.
Detroit Metro ground. American 320.
Yeah, reviewer, I kind of feel you, man. I think they should, you know, I'm just, you know, when stuff like this happens, it makes me think we do need another server for like grade 4 and stuff like that. All right, so taxi to runway 27 left. Where is that?
Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to
where
runway
is that?
27
That is gonna
left,
be
Blue 116.
wow, way down there.
Blue
All right, okay,
116.
okay. He just gave he gave me the wrong one.
Detroit Metro
I'm like,
ground.
how do I get there?
Northwest 2451
We're not really in a position to go back 27 left.
Holding
All
position.
right, he's giving us
November
2-2
India
left,
Charlie
which is where we were going before.
Blue 116.
Acknowledge. So.
Taxi to runway 22
All right.
left. Contact tower.
All right, let's see if it works out this time.
Detroit Metro ground. Northwest 699 Super.
Today's flight has been delayed by heavy traffic in Detroit.
27 left. Northwest 2451 Super. Hold position.
All right, turn the HUD off. Don't need
Taxiing
it right
to
now.
runway 22 left. Blue 116. Holding position. Northwest 2451 Super. Detroit Metro ground. American.
And we're gonna have to, you know, hold short right here. Runway 09 left.
Northwest 699 Super. Hold position. Holding position. Northwest 699 Super.
Oh, there's somebody
Detroit
rotating.
Metro ground.
Have a good
Delta
flight.
900, ready to taxi to runway 09 right. Holding position. American 936.
All right, we're gonna
Sierra
request
Whiskey Alpha
runway
420.
crossing. That's gonna be
Cross runway
09
22
left.
Crossing runway 22 left. Sierra Whiskey Alpha 420. Northwest 699 Super. Hold position. Holding position. Northwest 699 Super.
This guy's like, where did all these
Metro
747s come
Northwest
from?
8153, ready for pushback. American 936. Hold position. Detroit.
All right, guys, let's take 2. All right, let's try not to hit each other. All right, I've been cleared to cross runway 09 to the left. And remember, you're not supposed to cross the runway without clearance, or you can get a go. They are available. I keep saying it wrong. If you cross the runway without permission, they will correct you for that.
Holding position. Delta Alpha Lima 985. Blue 116.
The sun is setting on this stream too.
Crossing runway 09 left.
We're probably gonna land in nighttime. What time is it local?
November 737 Sierra Whiskey. Hold position. American 936. Hold position. Holding
CPV
position.
flight group
American
Hola from
936.
Brazil.
Delta 10 Heavy. Hold position. Holding
Oi.
position. November 737 Sierra Whiskey. Holding position. Delta 10 Heavy. Detroit Metro ground. American 936. Ready for pushback. Delta 900. Taxi to runway 09 right. Contact tower when ready. Detroit Metro ground.
Javion, you're on the way. That's cool.
737 Sierra
You got plenty of time, and
Whiskey.
there's
Ready
a lot
for
of traffic on the
pushback.
ground here in Detroit. We
Detroit
haven't,
Metro ground.
I don't know how long, we've been going for about, this stream has been going for almost 40 minutes.
Ready
We're still on
to
the ground.
taxi to runway
So.
22 right. American
You got time, my friend.
936. Avoid sending duplicate messages. November 737
I'm not responding to
Sierra
what? He didn't
Whiskey.
say anything.
Request permission to cross runway 09
Yeah, it's
left.
been nighttime. I already know that. I set the time back because I didn't want to fly at
Whiskey.
night.
Cross runway 09 left.
I want to fly with some sun,
November 193
but we've been on the
Yankee
ground for so long that
Charlie.
the sun's already going down. So.
Holding position. November 193 Yankee Charlie. Detroit Metro ground. November 12 Romeo Alpha Foxtrot. Ready for pushback. November
Michael
12
Salvatore is still sitting at
Romeo
22 left trying to get out.
Foxtrot.
Yep, I'm taxiing at 22 left now.
Detroit
I'm actually going to
Metro
switch
ground.
taxiways because these guys are going to want to push back.
699 Super,
I
ready
think we
for
should be
pushback. Blue
clear to get
120,
over there.
Taxi to runway 22 left. Contact tower when ready. Blue 120. Cross runway 09 left.
Got a
Crossing
FedEx
runway
777 looks
09
like.
left. Blue 120.
Lining up and waiting.
Holding position. November 12 Romeo Alpha.
All right, and we're back where we came from.
Northwest 699 Super.
This looks
Hold
familiar.
Position. Detroit Metro ground.
Oh, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him.
Ready to taxi.
I hate when I like
Northwest
change the view.
127.
It like
Taxi
everybody
to runway
disappears.
22 right.
They should fix
Contact
that.
Tower when ready.
David Apollo, how do you get a mail as ATC? Again, I have a video coming out tomorrow on how to do that. It's already scheduled, so just stay tuned. And it's real easy, by the way. I mean, somebody in the chat can probably tell you how to do it. You don't have to wait and watch the video. I'm not gonna be that guy. Maddie finally took off. United 757.
November India.
Wait, what did she say?
Oscar, taxi to runway 22 left. Contact tower when ready.
Hold on, I may have to switch it so I can go read what she told me.
Left. November India Charlie Oscar. Detroit.
And we're gonna be waiting in line for a bit.
Kilo Lima Mike 139.
So please stand by. Back because text message. And we're still in the same spot. We haven't moved at all, so you guys didn't miss anything. No worries. But we probably will get a interruption sometime in the middle of the stream. I'm not sure when. Sometime in the next, I don't know. So I'll probably be going back on standby in a little bit, but not in a little bit, but like in a while, like probably during cruise. Probably sometime during cruise, but don't worry about it right now. Oh, speaking of that, I need to go unlock the door. We are, like, what, 4th in line technically? We have 1, 2, maybe 3rd. Maybe 3rd. Brakes. Alright, hold on, let me go unlock the door. Holy crap. I don't know why I just blanked out like that. Sorry about that. Wow, like major technical difficulties right now. I don't know why it's flashing. I apologize again for that. Also, maybe my cord. Oh, there he goes again. What are you doing? Hold on, guys.
Save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control, the lights in the space keep jumping around. All I
Alright guys, I'm back. I am sorry about that. That has never really happened to me before. For whatever reason, I don't know, my connection, bad connection, who knows. Tonight is just not my night, but hey, we're gonna make it happen. And we're gonna make the best out of this stream, the best out of this night. We're gonna have a good time either way. But what's funny is I still haven't really moved. We're still here in the same spot as we were before I had technical difficulties. So you guys still have not missed anything because we're still not off of the ground. So I don't know. Oh, you know what my problem was? I didn't contact tower. That's what it was. Request text off 22. Where are we at? What is this runway? 22 left. That's probably why I didn't get clearance, because I never actually contacted the tower. Departing to what, the south? I think we have our waypoints and stuff ready. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so everything else is ready to go. Alright, we'll stand by. Alright, so who do we have as ATC? We still have Blue Panda. Busy airport today, guys. So please be patient. Airport is busy. We should be next in line though. Now we've been being told to line up and wait. This guy hasn't moved yet though, so wait for him to move and then we'll line up and wait. But we will go ahead and turn our strobes and line the lights on.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
Alright, let's go. Oh, what's going on in our left wing? I mean, our right wing. Alright, looks like runway is clear. Who else is ready to get the heck out of Detroit? Alright, so we've been told to line up and wait. That means we are not clear to take off yet. Oh, there it is, and now we are clear to take off. Runway 22 left, blue 116. Alright. And I do not like this song. Probably change it, or just fast forward a little bit. That works. Alright, let me go. Let's go. Let's blast out of here. Calibrate our screen.
V1 rotate.
And there we go, rotating. Positive climb, gear up. We'll fly runway heading for a bit. Contact departure. Acknowledge the handoff. And we'll check in. Holy crap. This is what happens whenever I'm trying to like look at one thing and doing something else. Request flight following to Memphis. I'll leave flaps at 10 for now. Let's keep bringing that vertical speed down. Alright, proceed on course. That means follow our flight plan, which means we need to bank to our right. Sun setting. Wow, it took us a long time to get off of the ground. But it is safer up here. Well, let's hope so. Alright, we're gonna climb up to 12,000. That's 2,000. Go flaps 5. Go down on the trim. Holy crap. That affected us a lot more than I thought. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit nav mode now. That's going to put us on course. We're going to pass 8,500. Go flaps 1. Yeah, I do have my land lights stuff on. I couldn't remember if I turned those on before we took off. We have an aircraft ahead of us, Michael Salvatore. He's going about 270 or so knots. He's going about 10 knots faster than us, so we should be okay as far as running him over. Alright, over 10,000, I'm going to turn off the land lights. Get rid of all the flaps now. Get rid of all the trim. Autopilot's going to take us the rest of the way to Memphis. Whew! Wow, what? I don't know. That was stressful. That was very stressful. First we had issues on the ground with everybody on top of each other, and then then we restart completely back to the gate, have the same problem, and then we get told to hold by ATC, which was the right thing to do for them when it was that crazy, that busy. Then after that I had just random issues with the stream or my connection or whatever, but hey, now we're gonna rise above it all the way up to our cruising altitude. Today will be flight level what did I choose? I can't remember. I think it was like 340. Yeah, 340. So leveling off here, get a little speed, and then we'll climb. The cool thing is that we'll have the sun in our face the entire way. Well, in infinite flight, that's a good thing. In real life, that would be horrible. To have the sun in your face, you wouldn't be able to see anything. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, wrong way. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go up to 340. Alright, we'll climb at about, we can pull up about 3,000 feet per minute or something. Alright, I am back. And hopefully for real this time. Sorry for all the delays. Today's stream was been pretty hectic. It's been very eventful with a lot of different random stuff happening. But hey, I don't believe in having a perfect stream. Anyways. But alright, so we have finally departed out of Detroit and Detroit's airspace. So we're gonna tune out. And sun is setting. Oh, look at that beautiful moon behind us. Wow, look at that. Let's see if we can get a left wing view. That's the right wing. And that's the bottom, and there's left. Man, look at that. That is beautiful. Really cool. Alright, for those who just joined us today's objective, today's flight, we're flying in the Northwest 747 from Detroit to Memphis, Tennessee. And expecting it to be about an hour-long flight. We were stuck on the ground for a good hour. But other than that, it's gonna be, you know, hopefully everything else goes smooth for the rest of the flight. I'm hoping that we have a good ATC flying into Memphis. Really hoping we have good ATC going into Memphis. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So how are you guys doing? Justin, it doesn't matter if you're in front of me or behind me. I don't care. I mean, you're up there, might as well stay. I guess we can cruise at like 0.8. That's fine. We'll do that. 0.88, whatever. I don't know what the cruising speed for a 747 is, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it, do whatever I really feel like doing. But hope you guys doing good. Hope you guys are having a happy Friday. Hope your week was good. Hope you're ready for the weekend, aka the strong end. I don't really have any plans. So I really don't know what I'm doing at all. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing this weekend. I'll just kind of, you know, figure it out as I go, I guess. I know next week I want to go to the zoo, to zoo lights. Here in my city, every Christmas season they have a thing called zoo lights, and basically they light the whole zoo up with Christmas lights. And you know, the animals are still there, but you can go. It's at night, so most of the animals are asleep. So you kind of go there for the lights, and they have a few shows that happen and stuff like that too. So I'm hoping to be able to go there like maybe Monday or something like that. It'd be a lot of fun. I went there once before with some friends and looking forward to going again. Lark Lynn Morkley. Is everybody off of the ground now? Or are we still waiting for people to take off? Man, look how busy it is in Detroit. It is crazy busy. You know, actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speed up because I actually don't have a lot of time. So we're gonna go, I believe the fastest I can get this thing to go without getting caught overspeeding is like 0.91, maybe 0.92. And we have a headwind too, so, or not, you know, we have like a headwind crosswind. So yeah, let's try 0.91. And the sun is setting. The sun is setting, and we do not have night. We don't have any interior lights in this thing at night. So, actually, we do have interior lights. I'll take that back. They're not as good as like, you know, the 787, the the Airbus, stuff like that. But we do have a little bit of interior lights, I believe, in 747. Tanner Carlson says, it's Saturday where you are. Well, it's the end of my Friday where I am. And we have 50 minutes left in this flight. But yeah, so what I was saying earlier, how you doing, Laser Gamer, was, so I did a flight, I've been flying a lot today. my first flight today, I didn't get the stream earlier because I was busy with work and stuff, but my first flight today was from Chicago to wait, what was it? Chicago to Denver. Yeah, my first flight today was Chicago to Denver in a United 737. And then when I landed there, I realized that Friday night flight was starting. It's like, hey, let's go ahead and fly into Friday night flight. So the main airports for Friday night flight are Memphis and Detroit, but there's also some other smaller airports that are also connected to it. But since I was in Denver, I was like, you know what, hey, let's go fly to Memphis. So I jumped in the Cessna Citation, and we flew. It was about an hour and a half long flight. In the Citation, we flew at about 41,000 feet. Freaking gunned it, like I was going fast. And we flew all the way to Memphis, and then from Memphis, we continued from Memphis to Detroit. And so ATC was kind of been a hit and miss. ATC was hit and miss lately. Like I don't know if it's just so much traffic they couldn't really handle it. I'm not sure. But when I flew into Memphis the first time, I almost got ghosted. And and it was not my fault. Now let me explain what happened. So it was crazy. Everything went great. Approach was online. Approach did an amazing job of vectoring me. All right, so Approach did an amazing job. It vectored me around the airport, got me to the altitude I need to be at. It got me on final, and so I was on final, and Approach sends me to tower like he should when I'm on final. And so he's like, all right, contact tower. So I contact tower. I'm on final. I'm like on an 8-mile final. I contact tower, and tower says, all right, number 1, clear the land runway, blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. I repeat it back. And so when I'm about 4 miles, maybe 3 miles out, ATC starts telling me, and this is tower, the same frequencies I was already on, starts to tell me contact Memphis. Contact Memphis approach. I'm like, why would I contact Memphis approach if I'm on final into Memphis? I'm like 4 miles away, already descending. I'm on the glide slope, everything, and you're telling me to get back on Memphis approach. I'm like, well, that's weird. There's no option for me to correct you, so I just did what he said, and I went back. I contacted Memphis approach. Memphis approach tells me contact tower. I contact tower, and then tower's like follow directions, contact Memphis approach. So I'm like jumping back and forth. I'm like playing. They're playing ping pong on the radio. I'm going from approach to tower to approach to tower, and they're both telling me to do the other. And I'm like, first of all, tower, why are you telling me to approach? Why are you telling me to contact approach if I'm on a final and I should be on your frequency? And Memphis approach is like looking at me like, why the heck are you on my channel? Like I told you to go to tower, and so I was confused. Apparently everybody was confused, and so in the end I ended up having to go around because I knew if I landed on the runway when tower was telling me to contact somebody else or do something else, that I probably would get ghosted. So instead of landing, I activated missed approach. I went ahead and did a missed approach, and even then, during my missed approach, tower was telling me follow directions. What did they tell me? Tower told me to go look at the tutorials on how to talk to ATC. Now, for some of you guys who have been on the channel for a while and been flying with me on and off of the stream, you know that is one thing that I hate when people tell me is go look at the forums for instructions or whatever on how to talk to ATC, blah blah blah, whatever. Because I know what the heck I'm doing. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I make mistakes, but I fess up to my mistakes when I make them. But when I know that I'm doing the right thing and you're telling me to go look at the tutorials, that offends me. And so I got really upset. So anyways, I still did what they said, even though they said all that kind of stuff. And so I contacted Memphis approach, and then again I was still playing ping pong even when I was going around. And finally, tower sent me to approach, and I told approach that I was activating a missed approach. And then finally, he gave me vectors to get back around. So I was really upset because, like, usually when you hear a controller on an expert server tell you to, go look at the tutorials online, they're usually about to ghost you. That's usually the last thing you will hear from ATC before they ghost you is please follow instructions and please go online to look at tutorials on how to talk to ATC. So I was like, oh my god, I better not get ghosted. I better not get ghosted. I better not get ghosted. And thankfully I did not get ghosted. But anyway, so approach did a good job. This was just tower. So approach vectored me back for my missed approach back to my final approach, and then sent me to tower again. And so this time I recorded it. I I have an iPhone, so I turned on screen recorder just in case it happened again. And as soon as I get back on tower frequency, the first thing tower says is, guess what? I'm sorry. I was like, say what? Say what now? You what? I wasn't loud enough. You want to say that again? No, I couldn't say that, obviously, because you don't have that option to say that on Infinite Flight. But that's what I was thinking. And so, yeah, so Tower, the first thing they told me, I guess they remembered me, and they remembered the mistake they made. I don't know what was going on in his head. I don't know if he was confused with me and some other blue somewhere. I don't know what was going on. But first thing he told me was he was sorry. And I forgave him, but I was still upset. And from then on out, everything else went smooth. I landed, everything else worked out. You know, and I taxied off the runway. He said, thank you, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I think he felt bad for whatever was going on. And, but yeah, I was just really upset because I thought I was going to get ghosted for like literally nothing. Like people always say they did nothing when they got ghosted, when usually they actually probably did do something when they got ghosted. But this time, I actually really did nothing. And like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why they were throwing me back and forth between things, but I mean, in the end, it worked out. I landed. I got there safely. I landed. Maybe it was like 30 minutes later than I was expected to, but it worked out. But that was not the end of my ATC journey for today. So after that, like I told you, we continued from Memphis to Detroit. We took a group with us. It was probably like maybe 3-4 of us flying together from Memphis to Detroit. So we flew to Detroit, and when I got, you know, Detroit was extremely busy. Like I think that one of the moderators of Infinite Flight was actually flying too, so I think that people were trying to fly around him because they thought they would be able to see the MD-11, which you're not going to see it until it releases. We all know that. But we just happened to be flying at the same time. I don't know if that's why it was busy. It may have just been Friday night flight peak hours. Who knows? But it was a crazy, like, if you look at my Twitter, you'll see screenshots of how many aircraft on Y Flight were flying at that time. And so anyway, so long story short, I contacted Approach in Detroit again, and he sent me like on an hour-long detour. And I think what happened was, it was just, I mean, it was crazy busy. Like the radio was nonstop. There was not a second when it was quiet on the radio. People were talking the entire time, and it was just nuts. It was just nuts. Uh-oh. I just noticed that popped away. I don't know why that's tripping. After this stream, I'm gonna have to figure out why I'm getting those black screens. Seriously, that's not okay. But anyways, that is not okay. Bruh, why are you doing that, phone? And it's not my phone, because the stream is still, I mean, the game is still playing. It's just a stream. There must be a short in my cord or something random. Again, I apologize, guys, for all the technical difficulties in this flight. I don't know what it is, but whenever I stream at this time, I always have really random, weird issues. So I may have to just stick to my usual time that I stream, because usually when I stream at that time, everything just works out. Anyways, so yeah, it was crazy busy flying into Detroit, and they were giving me vectors because there's a lot of aircraft, but they vectored me all the way up to Toronto, and I was so far away from the destination airport that I couldn't even contact Approach anymore. Like I was too far. I could still hear Approach talking to other aircraft, but if he were to send me a message, I would not be able to reply because I was too far away. And so I ended up having to just vector myself back towards the airport, and when I got close enough, I finally contacted ATC again, and then they vectored me the rest of the way. And by that time, a different controller was on and everything. So that guy completely forgot about me and just kind of like let me fly off. Like, good thing I had plenty of extra fuel, because I definitely would have ran out. But yeah, I just haven't had the best experience today on ATC. Usually, again, guys, I really do believe in Expert Server, and I do believe in IFATC that they do a really good job for the most part. But today is just, I guess they're having an off day. I mean, everybody has an off day. I mean, I'm having an off day, apparently, because my stream keeps bugging out. But, yeah. Planes and Trains channel, man, if you need to sleep, go to sleep, bro. You'd be good. Why don't I use an iPad? Because I don't have an iPad. You want to buy me one? I will definitely be happy to use it. What's going on, one of the three amigos? How you doing? Larklin is saying the reason that I catch up is because your iPad freezes for 30 seconds. That's not good. You should get that fixed, buddy. You don't want your iPad freezing for 30 seconds at a time. Man, it's crazy. The moon is rising. Oh, okay, whatever that is. and the sun is setting ahead of us. Andrew Cunnington, how you doing? Jaden Bradley, good to see you. Planes and Channel say he's in it for to the end, bro. He gonna be here. All right, cool. Good luck to you. Hope you stay awake. Flying over Indianapolis now. Brady Johnson, we are on expert server, man. You know, I used to put expert server in my title of the video, but I stopped because people didn't read it. But people still ask. It doesn't matter. People are still gonna ask you. How you doing, Tanner Costin? Good to see you, man. Whew, yes, I'm just kind of like, I'm still trying to catch my breath because I was very passionate about that last story I was talking about. I'm also just very happy to get off of the ground. Looking forward to some cruising. It's very busy headed back. So you see how it looks us flying to Memphis right now? This like long train of aircraft. This is how it looked going to Detroit earlier from Memphis, except it was like maybe twice the amount of aircraft at once. So it's possible. I mean, when you have like 50 planes, you know, landing at the same airport, I mean, you may lose a few. You may lose contact with a few of them. It happens. Andrew, that is a sunset on the horizon. Oh, the same thing happened to you too, Justin? You got told to go to approach when you were landing? I don't know what he was thinking. Part of me is thinking maybe he hit the wrong button, but who knows? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he confused us because you're blue 120 and I'm blue 116. I don't know. I have a feeling that sometimes that confuses them, having the same call sign, but I don't know. Alright, guys. Add a little music to the background just a bit. Let's take a look at the map. We haven't really done that, have we? Alright, so again, we're flying from Detroit to Memphis. Pretty short flight. We're passing GAVYE. About 39 minutes to our destination. Plenty of fuel on board. Ground speed about 492. And the winds are still ahead of us. About 56 knots, so it's slowing us down a bit. Let me see if I can grab the live flights. I don't know if I'm going to find myself. There's too many aircraft in a line. Yeah, there's just so many of us. I don't know if I can find me. Oh, there I am. Oh, that's blue 120. I almost clicked on the wrong guy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find myself. Who are we around? So I found blue 120, but I can't find the. There's a gap here. There's the three of us. Got Justin, who is okay. We're right behind blue 120. Yeah, the reason I couldn't really find myself is because we were all like on top of each other. There I go. All right, so I'm gonna paste the live flight link in the chat and in the description, so you guys can track today's flight. Obviously, if you're watching this video back later on, this link will no longer be valid. There we go. Yeah, Andrew, there's a lot of planes. Justin was like, you're like 593 knots in the Citation earlier. Actually, what you don't know is when I was flying a Citation, I was up to 610 knots. Yeah, crazy, right? I like to go. I like to go. Like I mean, I know that in real life the cruising speed is a lot slower. I know that. But sometimes when it comes to cruising speeds, for me it's more about time efficiency and not fuel efficiency. There was a lot of turbulence too on that flight. Ryan, you live in Perth, Australia. I'm actually looking forward to flying there sometime. Not today, obviously, but I'm looking forward to flying there sometime. But I understand that sometimes a lot of you guys cannot watch the streams because of your time zones, but it's all good. Planes and trains. No, I didn't break the sound barrier just yet. I gotta go past Mach 1 to get to, I think, to get past the sound barrier, I believe. Yeah, 610, but I had about 100 knot tailwind, so that helped. A Citation by itself could definitely not get up to 610 knots. Have I ever flown to Minneapolis? I think I have, but just not on a live stream. But Minneapolis is actually a part of this event. Ashley Tripp, I'm doing good. How are you? Matthew, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's my opinion. Guess who's back? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing better. Aviator Ilan, how you doing, man? I'm doing better. The beginning of the stream was a little rocky. It was a little rocky. For you guys who were here, you know all about that. Had a lot of traffic trying to get out of Detroit today. It took us about an hour to get off of the ground. And then I had stream problems too, so I'm getting a new computer, and I don't expect all my issues to be solved because of the new computer, but I'm hoping that a lot of them are solved because of the new computer. I'm hoping that they are. Northwest was based out of Minneapolis. I did not know why. I mean, I did not know that. Again, I actually have never even heard of this airline until this event, and I happen to really like the paint job on here. And I believe this is the old school one. I'm not sure. If you look at like the Boeing 757 and the Embraer E175, I believe those have the more the newer Northwest liveries. That's my opinion. You haven't been here in 2 weeks. Welcome back, man. I'm glad to have you. And we're headed to Memphis. No, I never heard of NWA. Trayvon Gardner, do I have plans to play X-Plane? Yes, I have plans for sure. For those who don't know, I have a new PC actually on the way. I'm trusting FedEx with my shipping. And it is on the way. I may have to do a flight next week of FedEx to simulate my computer on the way, but I have a new PC on the way, expecting it in the mail next week. And once I get it, I'll be able to actually fly X-Plane and some other games that I've always wanted to play, because my current PC has never been able to handle it. So I have a new PC coming in, and hopefully I'll be able to play everything and be able to stream it. So be expecting to see that in the future streams, future videos. So yes, I am planning on flying that. Laser Gamer's asking, do I ever fly Copa Airlines? No, not really. Never really have. I don't have anything against it, but I haven't really, no. Hawaii guy, welcome. Better late than never. Wow. Okay. Well, this is new. Skyfox says that Northwest merged with Delta and is no longer an airline. Good to know. Brandon Spiders, we're flying from Detroit to Memphis. All that information is also in the description of the video if you want to follow along. Man, Aviator Illin, you've been having like the worst luck on the flights. Justin, does X-Plane have multiplayer? Yeah, man, it's called VATSIM. Look it up. VATSIM is basically the cool thing about VATSIM is that it links all the major flight sims together. So it links X-Plane, P3D, and FSX. So anyone who plays any of those three, if they link to, if they get on VATSIM, they can fly with people who fly the others. So for example, if I'm playing X-Plane and one of you guys flies FSX and we want to fly together, we can still fly together as long as we're on the VATSIM network, which is really cool. So yeah, that's basically the multiplayer for X-Plane. X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 10. Trayvon, what kind of computer am I getting? I don't really know how to explain it because it's not like just, I don't know, it has like a lot of specs and crap. Like it's a custom computer, so I don't really know how to explain what kind of computer it is. It's a beast computer. That's what I'm gonna call it. Oh, Matthew, I didn't know you were in Africa. Cool. 5 a.m. Wow, it's early. You need to go back to sleep, bro. Go to sleep and watch the video later. QP, we need to fly to New Orleans one day. Yeah, we definitely will. I actually like New Orleans. I've driven there many times. I don't think I've ever flown to New Orleans, but I have driven to New Orleans quite a bit. Actually, no, I have flown. No, I didn't. That one time I'm thinking about, I drove. So, yeah, I do like New Orleans. So we'll have to head there one day. Somebody's saying that UPS is buying 100 more transport planes. I'm not surprised. I think that the industry of like delivery is growing a lot. I mean, Amazon has a few planes, I think a 767 or something like that, and they're buying more. So I mean, the whole transport business is not going away anytime soon. It's still the fastest way to deliver is by plane. Is there ATC in Memphis? Last time I checked, yes. And I'm hoping there will be because we have a lot of planes on the way. Hopefully they can handle it. What Memphis needs, if anybody is a part of IFATC, okay, cool, they already have it. I was gonna say what Memphis needs the most is approach. Looks like they do have approach online. So we have initial virus on ground. We had him in, he was in Detroit. So hopefully he does a good job here in Memphis. And we have Kobe T. So those are people I haven't never heard of. So I'm hoping that everything goes well. 30 minutes, we are halfway to our destination. Hawaii guy, what airport am I near? Great question. We're near KSDF. Actually, we're flying to the east of St. Louis right now, St. Louis. So St. Louis is probably the nearest major airport we're by. Aviation Nation, you live in New Orleans. Cool, bro. Welcome back, Brian Attack. Good to see you. Jumpy Ryan, how you doing, man? Curtis, do I want to do a long haul flight with you someday? Maybe, we'll see. You know, I'm not like, I rarely do long hauls, so we'll see. Alright, it was a comment I missed earlier. When is descent? The true answer, the truth is I don't know. I don't know yet, I haven't looked into it. Alright, well if I missed your comment, you can just send it again because I couldn't get back up there in time. Sky Fox went down to 20,000 for safety. All right. Francesca Silva, we should fly to the Dominican Republic. We flew over it, didn't we? Yeah, we did a Caribbean tour about a month ago. We flew over the Dominican Republic, which was very nice. We actually landed in Haiti. And then we flew over Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico. but we didn't fly into Dominican Republic. But that's another place that I do want to fly to. We flew over it, but we haven't flown into it, so we'll have to head there one day. Dominican Republic is somewhere that I have not been to in real life, and I would like to go there. Yes, a little bit of turbulence. Good thing we still have the seatbelt signs on. Blue, do I have a bully at school? No, because I don't deal with bullies. To be honest, I'm not a big guy, alright? So like I'm not a big guy, like I'm not like super muscular, like I mean like I'm alright, like I'm fit and stuff, but like I'm not like the kind of person who, like I don't look intimidating, you know what I'm saying? But and you know, when I was in grade school and stuff like that, I was very small. I'm still pretty small now. And I just never put up with bullies. Like I hate bullying. And so basically and what I mean by I didn't put up with it is just like they try to push me around. Like I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna escalate it. I'm gonna like hit you with something. I'm smaller than you, but I'm gonna hit you with like, give me a freaking bat. Give me, I don't know, whatever I can grab. I'm gonna stab you with something. I don't know. I know it sounds violent, but still, I mean, when you're smaller than most people and you get bullied, you have to do something. You have to show those people that you're not gonna be the guy that they can just push around for the rest of your life. You have to like squash that in the beginning. There's even times now, because there's sometimes like I see myself as a pretty nice person, you know what I mean? Like I don't really do, you know, like mess with people too much. I'm very friendly, you know, for the most part, and so people try to take advantage of that. But I have to, even in that sense, like I have to put my foot down, like yo, like I'm not gonna put up with this. I'm seeing a lot of flight suggestions, and as I always say on all my streams, flight suggestions can go in my Discord channel. That's where I look for my flights. So if you leave a flight suggestion here in the chat, it's going to get lost and forgotten. But if you leave it in my Discord channel, which link is below, I can always go back there and look at it. You know, for example, next week's flights are not planned, so I'm going to be looking through the suggested flights on my Discord channel to find out where I want to fly. Nickel Joy, yes, happy December, guys. We are officially 25 days away, or for some of you guys, 24 days away from Christmas. And Brown Attack, yes, I'm having a pretty good Friday. Yeah, he says, I can see you grabbing an empty water bottle and throwing it and it bounces. Yep, that's the kind of stuff that would happen to me. You know, it's a really cool, funny story. There's a guy, he's actually a really good friend of mine. He's still a good friend of mine now. He lived across the street from me in my old house, and he wasn't a bully, but he was bigger than me, like a lot bigger than me. And so we would hang out all the time. He wasn't like my best friend either, but he was like one of those friends that like you play like sports with and stuff like that. But he wasn't like somebody that I would just like be like my best friend. Anyway, so he had a short temper, and then stuff happened. You know, when you're kids, accidents happen. So I remember one time he got really mad at me. And he came up to me and like tried to grab me, and because I was so small, you know, when you're small, you're like a freaking squirrel. Like can't nobody catch you. You're too fast, too quick, too much agility. You know what I mean? And so I got away. But then eventually we got close up, and he pissed me off. Eventually, he got me mad, and then I punched him as hard as I could. Like literally as hard as I could. I punched him. What's going on, Supreme God? I punched him in his stomach. But he was a fat guy. He was real big, and I don't think he even felt it. I think it just made him upset at the fact that I even tried to hit him. And so I punched him as hard as I could in his stomach. And so after that, it escalated. And he chased me, but he couldn't catch me because, you know, again, I'm too fast. And so he went to the house. He got like some scissors or a knife or something. I don't know. Anyways, point is, he never caught me. And I don't have any scars from that situation. And we're still friends. Thank you, Supreme God, for that compliment. He says, good vids, keep up the good work. Appreciate that, man. Yes, sir, boys will be boys. That is true. What grade am I in? I'm not in grades anymore. I have graduated from the grade system. I am out of school, boss. I am old enough. I have a wife and stuff. No kids, though. No kids. Alright, we are 23 minutes away from our destination. More like 30 as far as landing. Should land right about so we need to start thinking about descent into Memphis. Let's see, what's the weather looking like in Memphis? Hopefully better than Detroit. Winds are 040 at 3 knots. Visibility is clear, 10 statute miles. We do have ATC still online, tower and ground, so that means approach. I think approach is on. Yeah, there's approach on. So we should be able to contact the approach when we get in there. Alright, so winds were what, 40? Is that what it was? Can't remember now. Yeah, 40, 3 knots. So that means we're probably landing on the 3-6 side. So like 3-6 center, 3-6 right. I believe when I landed here earlier, I landed on 3-6 center. Or was it 3-6 right? It might have been 3-6 right. Baxi says, Blue, you are a legend. Appreciate that, man. You're a legend. You're a king. You're a Don. You're amazing. You're a boss. Alright, go to bed, planes and trains, man. I know it's late for you over there. Alright, that's fine. I'll let you know when I descend and when I draw out my stuff. I mean, we're gonna get vectors, so drawing out an approach won't really matter unless ATC goes offline before we get there. If they're smart, they'll get offline before we get there, because it's about to go down. Rebound punch. Ah. Yeah, we landed 3-6 right. You're right. One admin down. Bacon sandwich says. QP is landing now. Yes, I got a Christmas tree and I put it up last Sunday, I believe. It's about a week ago. Sunday, right after Thanksgiving, we put our tree up. I have to remember to light it every night. It's lit right next to me on my right side. I may have to take a photo and post it. I thought I did take a picture, but I'll have to take a picture and post it on Instagram and Twitter. Speaking of that, my Instagram and Twitter information is in the description below, so if you guys are into that kind of thing, definitely hit the follow button. Yeah, Brian Attack, hopefully you do get Infinite Flight. You know what, Skyfox? I don't know if Memphis can handle this many 747s. Oh, Justin says we have 20 aircraft inbound. Thank you for that follow, Baxi. Oh, I don't know what that first word means, but qual pais você mora? Crap, I know what that means. Basically, I'm from Texas. I think you're asking me where I'm from. Yeah. I tell you guys, like, I'm learning Portuguese, but whenever somebody asks me something in Portuguese, I always forget how to respond in Portuguese. Like, I have a brain fart. Like, I completely forget everything I ever learned. Cool, Baxi. I'm glad you're in Discord. Cool, that's my opinion, man. I see you. Francesca Silva, no need for caps, but we're landing at on the 3-6 side. Not sure what runway yet. We'll find out from ATC when we get there. Yes, sir, Laser Gamer. We are live on Twitch right now, also. Sidhart905, how you doing, man? Can I deploy my landing gear for 1 second? Says Quirky Aviation. For what reason? Yes, I could if I wanted to. You can put your landing gear down anytime. Nico Aero right now, I believe we're at flight level 340. That is correct. 34,000 feet above the ground. Alright guys, let's start thinking about our descent into Memphis. Where should we descend? Alright, so I will go ahead and draw out some type of approach for us, just to kind of have a reference of what we may be doing. Let's see, I'm gonna draw one here. So let's expect runway 36 right, because again, that's what we were getting earlier today. It could change because it is a different controller, and it's his decision on where, you know, aircraft are landing. So, but we do know we'll be landing on this side of the airport. That's one thing we do know. So I'm just gonna kind of roughly draw out a little approach for us, in case we do not have ATC when we get there. Right now we have ATC in Memphis. We have a full ATC on board. We have ground, tower, and approach. But again, that could change at any second. The airport already looks extremely busy, and then we already have like about 20 plus aircraft inbound. I don't know if everybody's in our group or it's just people in general, but it's about to get real busy here in about 10 minutes. So don't think we can contact him yet. No, we can't, but we'll contact approach as soon as we can, so that way he can start vectoring us and, you know, separating us and stuff. But again, as far as descending, I believe Memphis, I think we need to approach the localizer at about 3,000 feet out here. So 3,000 here, let's say 5,000 there, and that'll put us around 7,000. Actually, let's do 9,000 here at label. And our next waypoint, that'll, let's see, is how much space do we have between label? 38 miles between label and CRSON. Yeah, so we'll do, it's only 38 miles, it's not very far, it's like 4 minutes. So let's do like 15. And again, I'm kind of making these numbers up. I'm just kind of, and the thing about infinite flight is, yeah, there's certain calculations you can make for descent. You can use arrival charts and stuff, which we're not using today. But what I usually do is I kind of go by just like, you know, the past. I go by what I know from past flights. Like how long do I think I need to descend? You know, I have 38 miles between CRSON and label. I don't want to be too high at CRSON because I won't have enough time to descend down to label. You know what I'm saying? I know I want to be at 9,000 feet though when we get to label. You know, 9,000 or less than that, and we'll definitely be on a what's it called? A right downwind for runway 36 right. So let's go for I want to say 15, but I also want to say 12. Let's just do 15 for now. We'll do 15 for now. By the time we get there, we'll be on approach. We'll be on approach's frequency anyway, so they may tell us differently. So right now, let's plan for 15, 9, and then 5. Thank you, QWERTY Aviation, for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. I'm not sure what you meant. You said reach flight level 30. Oh, you mean 3,000. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to put the FL before the 30 when you're talking about 3,000 feet. It actually looks like you're saying like 30,000, so that could be miscommunication. So be careful with that. All right, so we can really descend now. We won't be at 9,000 there. Won't be at 15,000 at CRSON. So we need to drop 15,000 feet from here. So let's go to 15,000 now. Alright, there's 15. And we'll be careful not to speed as we're descending here. We're still about, what, 90 or so miles from this airport? I mean, from this waypoint. Let's see, distance to next. 74. And we're at what, 340, going down for 15. Using my calculator now. Yeah, so it's actually telling me to go down about 1,800 feet per minute at 280 indicated. So slowing down just a slight bit. We could probably keep our speed up there. I mean, we'll be fine, but we'll slow down a bit as we descend to 15,000. Ooh, good question, Andrew Cunningston. What's your favorite Christmas movie and song? And what are you looking forward to the most in the festive season? That is a great question. You know what I'm looking forward to the most is days off. I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. What's funny was with this year, me and my wife, like, we're like already buying our own gifts. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I know that usually you buy things for other people, which you should, and I'm going to. But like, I bought myself a new computer. which is like a Christmas present to myself. You know, she bought herself like some new shoes, and I'm gonna be buying her a dress here soon. And so I know a lot of it's like just us kind of buying each other things. So like the presents and stuff, I'm not too like, I don't know, worried about. But I'm more excited about just having the days off and being able to relax and just enjoy the season. As far as my favorite Christmas song and movie, I don't really know. I don't watch a lot of Christmas movies. I probably should start, because I really don't know. Pablo says you're having a Vocal ATC event with IFATS yesterday at 1700 Zulu. By today you mean Saturday? Because right now for me it's Friday, but for you maybe Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be able to attend that event though. I think I'm going to be busy. But I definitely recommend anybody who can to go for it. Samuel Stein, how old am I? I am 27. Prepared 3D Pod, welcome back. Good to see you, bro. Okay, Pablo says yeah, Saturday. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. Hopefully I can. I would like to join. I would definitely like to join that event tomorrow, but I don't think I will be able to. Usually Saturday is like not my best like gaming day. Like for most people, like technically any time that's like a popular time for other people to be playing games is like a not popular time for me to be playing. Because usually when I'm at those times I'm busy with my family or doing something. So, or maybe I am playing, but I just can't like talk on voice and stuff, you know. Now let's throw our speed down to 280 knots. But I was really hoping that Vocal ATC would come online today. They're having their advent calendar thing. And they're actually, the first day was my home airport. And I was like, oh, that would be amazing if I could do Vocal ATC or participate in a Vocal ATC session at my home airport on the first day, but nobody came online. So sad day for me, but you know, we will try it next time. Callum, how did you get ghosted, man? That's my opinion, says that you have more likes than viewers, but I think that's a good thing. Prepare 3D Piles asking, what is Vocal ATC? Basically, it's just, do you know what, like, you ever use VATSIM before? Has anybody used VATSIM? You know, like when you just kind of talk to controllers, you know, basically the whole pilot experience. You fly, you request clearance, you request pushback by voice, like you talk through, you know, on the microphone to somebody, and they talk to you back. They give you clearance to IFR, to Memphis, blah blah blah, and then you know, all that. It's basically the exact same thing before Infinite Flight. That's what Vocal ATC is. So IFATS has created a Discord channel where they provide it, and so it's really cool. QWERTY Aviation, how am I able to have an HD stream? What phone am I using? I'm using an iPhone 7 Plus. I'm actually streaming with OBS. And I'm only streaming 720p. I would like to be streaming at 1080, but my current system is not allowing me to. So later on, that's another reason I'm getting that new computer, because it'll allow me to stream at a higher quality. Gamer Fellow, how you doing, man? Nico Air, use VATSIM. Yeah, I haven't used VATSIM in a long time. Yeah, Prepared Pilot, yes. IFATS is VATSIM for Infinite Flight. That is the perfect way to say it right there. But yeah, I haven't used VATSIM in a while because, again, I haven't played X-Plane in a while. And even when I played X-Plane, I had to stop. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to stop using VATSIM because my computer was so slow, my frames were so slow that I was like literally crawling across the skies, and it would take me like an hour to finish an approach, and I didn't want to, you know, hold up ATC and stuff, so I decided to just start playing single player for a little bit, and then and so yeah, once I get my, you know, new system and stuff, I'll be using VATSIM again, and I may give a Pilot Edge a try. We'll see. I just don't know if I want to pay for that. Alright, let's see if we can contact, yep, there's Memphis approach. Let's hope we have a good experience. Checking in. I'm gonna have to text her back when I get on the ground. Thank you, Justin, for reminding me. I didn't see your message until after I had already contacted them. Alright, prepare 3D pod. I'll see you next time, man. Bro, you're making me jealous playing Rainbow Six Siege. I really need to get that game. You guys have been talking about it in the stream these last couple streams about Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm like, maybe I need to go back and get that game. I really like that game. Hawaii guy, you almost have 600 hours in game. Wow, that is pretty amazing. Have we heard back yet? No, we haven't. We'll continue descending until we hear back from ATC. Andrew says his favorite Christmas song is Little Drummer Boy. Favorite movie, Home Alone 2. Looking forward to spending time with family and food. Alright, expect Vector's Islands approach 36 left. Memphis International. Alright. Are we expecting Vectors for 36 left and not 36 right? Earlier we were getting some pretty cool parallel approaches, so we'll probably get that again today, especially with this much traffic we have around us. That's my opinion. You signed up for pilot school, getting your commercial license, man. Congratulations on that, bro. No, I cannot. I can't hear ATC. You guys should be able to hear my ATC, but I actually can't hear ATC. I might turn it up a bit. All right. Sam Stein, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Wait, can you guys hear ATC? I'm gonna shut up for a bit so we can see if we can hear ATC. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why, but add that to the list of things that went wrong in this stream. We can't actually hear ATC. I usually can't hear ATC myself because when I'm streaming, I can't hear my game audio while I stream. It's just like a limitation of iPhone. But yeah, so whenever I'm responding to ATC, I'm responding from looking at it pop up on the top of my screen. So that's why a lot of times I'm late on replying to ATC because I can't actually hear them anyways. So that sucks, but oh well. It is what it is. I'll just read it out loud. But it is pretty busy already, I can tell. I don't know why exactly we can't hear ATC. Alright, turn left heading 210. Wait, we were already going that way, weren't we? There we go. Alright, so we're at 15,000, right where we want it to be. He hasn't given us any altitude, so we'll stay at 15,000 and we'll stay at 280 knots until he tells us otherwise. Surprisingly, the sun has not gone down, but we also have been flying towards the sun, so it's another reason why the sun is still up there. A good thing is at least we can hear the aircraft, so we can't hear the ATC, but we can hear the aircraft, and I'm okay with that. That could be what it is, maybe because I closed the app. I don't know. There's so many issues that can happen during my live streams. Pablo, how do I mirror my screen in OBS? I use Elgato's capture thing. Elgato HDS capture card. And Nico, nobody can hear ATC right now, so. Yeah, he hasn't told me to descend or anything. He told you 12,000. He didn't tell me anything. Maybe he thought I was descending to 12,000. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, yeah, I could pause the sun, but I still have, like, I don't have the sun paused, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, no, I mean, the time is going, so it's just because we're flying west, and the sun sets in the west, and if you're flying towards the sun's gonna take longer to set. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. What's important is that you hear me, and that you hear the game. If you can't hear ATC, then it is what it is. I can't do anything right now to change it. How you doing, No See No? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Beautiful though. This is a beautiful bird right here. This plane, like the 747 looks good, but when you put certain liveries on the 747, it just makes it so much better. Screenshot time, people. You know what's also weird? Why does... Okay, my sounds are all messed up. My exterior sounds are quieter than my interior sounds. There's all kind of stuff happening. You know, we're just gonna... Like I said in the beginning of the stream, we're just gonna make this... We're just gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Alright, turn left... right 220, maintain 14,000. And descending to 14,000. Acknowledge that. Alright, and there's the cockpit lights. Just a little bit for the 747. Manny Ventura, we flew from Detroit. I've actually never flown a 747 ever, like in real life. And it's probably going to be hard to because they're getting rid of them. Justin Polanco, I would disagree with that. What he's saying is he wishes that they added a higher speed restriction under 10,000 for the 747 and the 8380 because it's so easy to get a violation below 10K. And again, I would disagree with that. One, because in real life, aircraft still have, no matter the size, aircraft in real life still are not allowed to go faster than 250 knots under 10,000. It's not just an infinite flight rule, that's a real life aviation rule. Lebrat's Files, will I be streaming at this time for all Friday night flight streams? No, this is just kind of like, it just kind of happened this way today. Pablo, do I often take the plane to travel? Yes, I usually travel by plane. That is my preferred way to travel. I've actually not flown in probably a few months, but I usually fly very often. And when I do, I post the photos to Instagram. Yeah, Justin, it's been a very busy day as far as flying. I mean, I usually do about 1 or 2 flights a day for Infinite Flight. Today this is like my 4th. And each of them have been at least an hour or 2 hours long. For the stream this is only an hour, but for my flights that I did off stream were longer. Larklin and Morley, depending on the order that we land, yes, I'll be staying to watch a few of you guys to land in Memphis. No, Sino, thank you, man, for coming to say hi, bro. Good to see you. Alright, descend to 8,000. Alright, so we need to slow down. We'll do 240. Wait for the speed to come down. We'll go ahead and put spoilers up. Got the moon rising over there on the left wing. what did he say, 8,000? I like how they show, let's change the view. I like how they show the, oh wait, look at that. I like how they show right here when you're changing the altitude to the ATC. Like, I like how they show what ATC gave you, because it's very easy to forget what ATC gave you. I forget all the time. Alright, let's go ahead and descend. Now, where are we? Yeah, if you get reported or ghosted for what you believe is no reason, always go to the Infinite Flight forums and see if you can contact IFATC or somebody. You have to be extremely careful on expert server, especially on days like these when there's an event. Nico Arrow, have I flown on the MD-11? No, I have not. I don't think I'm old enough to have flown on an MD-11. At least where I'm from, those planes haven't flown over my city in forever. So, no, I've never flown on one. You know, that might not be true. I may have when I was like a baby or something. But for the most part, I don't think I've ever flown one. Justin's asking, will I do a flight tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, landing lights. Thank you, sir. I completely forgot. Alright, turning, heading, what was it? Oh, do not exceed 170. Okay, we'll try that. That'll be a challenge. Maybe. We should be alright, I think. I think we could do 170 knots in 747, right? Yeah. At 8,000 feet. Is that possible? Yeah, we can do that. That's definitely possible. Samuel Stein, what is my favorite plane that I've flown in real life is definitely a 787. That's my favorite plane. The Dreamliner, I love it. Alex Aviation, I use OBS. But if you don't have OBS and you have an iPhone, I recommend VITI. Some people don't like it for whatever reason, I don't know. VITI has done nothing bad to me. VITI has done nothing but great things for me. That's where I started streaming, with VITI. Laser Gamer, yeah, I use Infinite Passenger for every flight. I believe I'm using it for this one, but I don't think it's working, just like everything else in the stream. I don't think it's working. I suppose I'll get rid of the spoilers. He gave us 3.6 left, so I'm gonna get the chart for 3.6 left. I'm not gonna have it on the stream. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah, I will. Let me see if I can. I'm try to get it. Yeah, I'm going to pull up the chart for 3.6 left. I'm also going to pull up the airport diagram for Memphis. So that way we know where we're going to park. Alright, descend to 2,000. Oh, chill out. Chill out. I don't think Infinite Passenger is on, because if it was, that would have been a problem. Where are we anyways? Where is he vectoring us? Oh, we just flew right over the airport. There it is. So it looks like what he's doing is he's putting us on a left downwind for runway 36 left. I had my map off, so I was kind of flying blind. I didn't really know where he was taking us. That's what he's doing. So he's flying us for a left downwind for 36 left, and it should be like clear on the side of the airport too. So far, we're getting pretty good approach vectors. No complaints here. Still trying to pull up the Memphis charts before we get on the final. See if I'm able to pull it up on the screen today. There it is. And here are the approach. So it looks like he's probably going to pull us right at the here at KDTW, where we're going to be at 2000. So we're probably going to intercept the localizer here and the glide slope. That's what I assume. Yeah, there it is. Left heading 180. That's exactly what he's doing. Alright guys, we're almost on the ground. Uh-oh, he say something else? Oh, I just forgot to repeat it. I hate when I do that. Alright guys, make sure your seatbelts are buckled. Let's go ahead and go flaps 10. It's getting dark in here too. Right now we're on the left downwind. Looks like we're going to be number 3. Alright, there's 2000. See you guys at the gate. The next call we should be getting will be basically our turn to meet the localizer, possibly, or maybe our left base turn. I'll go ahead and arm our spoilers now. Alright, let's do our before landing checklist. Seatbelt sounds are on, landing lights are on, strobe lights are on, beacon lights, all lights are on. We are well below max landing weight. Flaps are set to 10 for now. We'll go down a little bit lower as we get closer. Before landing checklist is complete. Don't need the gear out yet either. We're still on our left. Yeah, we're still on our left down. We don't need gear. Alright, there's turn heading 090. Acknowledge. Hello, beautiful. The flyby. That should put us on a left base towards the east. At 170 knots, I believe we should be able to go flaps 20. Without stalling. Alright, turn heading 030 until descend 2000, maintain 2000 until establishment localizer. Cleared for runway 3, was it whatever, what did he say? 36 left approach. Alright, cool. Alright, we have our ILS set up already for 36 left. KMEM, we'll calibrate our screen. We are well below the glide slope, so we're good there. I'm just going to wait for that middle green line that's blinking right now to come alive, and we'll start making our left turn to intercept the localizer for runway 36 left. And I believe that is the airport right there. Yes, it is. I think that red light, that first red light on the left next to the green one, that's going to be our runway. That's runway 36 left. Those are the PAPI lights. They're red because we're too low. Alright, we got the moon to our left. Beautiful moon shot. Look at that full moon. I wonder how accurate that is for today. I need to go outside and take a look. Is that a plane in front of us? It is. Not sure where he's landing. Still waiting to meet the localizer. I want to make sure we don't overshoot it. So keep an eye out for that localizer there in the center of our screen, down there on the bottom. There it is, it's active. Localizer's alive. Gonna calibrate our screen and make a left turn to basically 0. 2360, I believe, is the heading, final heading for the ILS. Contact tower. Acknowledge the handoff. So we're really close to it. I think we're just a little bit to the left. Yeah, we are. We're going to call inbound, landing on runway 36 left. Also keep an eye out for now for the glide slope. Alright, now we see the runway lights. Field in sight. Alright, now glide slope is alive. Gear down. Traffic to files on final, number 2, Blue 116. Yeah, I thought we were going to overshoot it a lot worse than we did, but we didn't overshoot it too bad. Weather is 40 at 3 knots. Alright, calibrate one more time. Flaps 25, speed down like the 160. Take control of the altitude. Let the nose drop on its own. Make sure we are in control. And I guess I'll go ahead and take control of the head of that too. See if we can get ourselves realign on the localizer a bit better. Alright, gears down, 3 green. Go. I think we can get away with flaps 30. I don't know. Let's see. I really think we probably should have stayed at flaps 25. Flaps 30 just does not feel right. Alright guys, 2 mile final, and we're too high. Do not want to go around tonight. Not in the mood to go around tonight. Alright, we're a little bit better now.
400.
And put the nose up to lose some speed.
300. 200.
I don't want to stall. But I also don't want to.
100.
Come on, you can do it. We're in the center.
50,
Level off.
40. 30.
There's some flare.
20. 10.
There we go, right there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Reverse thrusters. All right, 75 knots. We use manual braking. And we'll exit right here to the right. We'll enable turn right, contact ground. Please expedite. Wilco. And welcome to Memphis, Tennessee. Home of FedEx. But today we're flying Northwest. I'll hit the brakes here. And we'll get stopped right behind the hold short line. There it is. Alright, spoilers retracted, flaps up. Strobe lights off, land lights off. Switch to ground. Actually, there is no ground. Did he tell us to change? Did he tell us to? Yeah, he said contact ground. So there is no ground, so we'll contact Unicom and we won't say anything because there is no For whatever reason, you can't actually say taxiing to parking on Unicom. I'm not sure why. Alright, so where are we gonna park? Anywhere. So we'll just turn around. Okay, now ground is active. So we'll request taxi now to parking. Whew. Apex EP, how you doing, man? I'm doing good. We're on the ground and safe. Alright, taxi to parking. You say park by the rest of us. Where is the rest of us? I don't have any names on, so I don't know where the rest of us are. Alright, we're clear to taxi to parking. Drop off these passengers. I think we have like 300 passengers on board, something like that. A lot of people on this plane. Skyhawk Flight Simulator. No, I do not read comments. I never do. I usually read comments like, you know, like when I'm on final and I'm, you know, flying by hand. That's usually when I answer comments. Jacob. Justin Polanco is saying that you're on. I'm trying to read and like taxi at the same time. By the start of 36 left. Where did I land? Oh, I landed on 36 left. So you're at the other end? Is that what you're saying? And I can't see anything in this freaking airport. There's no freaking taxi lights, no runway, no taxi way lights, nothing. I can't see nothing. Can't see anything. Let's see. Let's look at the map so I can find you people. I don't know where you guys are. You say you're at the beginning of 36 left. There's no one down there. Welcome back, Noah Seaton. Good to see you, bro. I mean, you were here earlier, but welcome back. You know, I'm probably gonna have to just park because I don't know where I'm going. And if I keep taxiing, I have a feeling I'm gonna taxi back on the runway. What does my chart look like? Let's pull out the chart for Memphis. That's Detroit. Oh no. Alright, we landed on 36 left. Yeah, I freaking passed the terminal, people. The terminal is the other way. Right now, we're on November. Yeah, we're taxiing November down to the south, back to 36 left, as if we were gonna go back and take off. So I am going the complete wrong way right now, and I need to turn around because I passed the terminal. So we'll make a right turn up here. Can't see anything. My screen brightness is up, right? It is. My screen brightness is up. I can't see anything. Alright, so I'm gonna turn around. You guys, if I can't see anything, I know you guys can't see anything. Oh no. These sharp turns in 747s are very tough. Well guys, while we're trying to taxi back to the gate, thank you for watching. Today's stream was a little later than usual, but I'm glad I was able to stream with you guys. Glad we were able to fly. It was a little stressful towards the beginning of the flight, getting everybody off of the ground and people taxiing through each other and all that crazy stuff. Plus I had technical issues, and then I had an interruption. My wife showed up and I had to help her with something. So a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff happened in this flight, but in the end, still had a good time. Still glad you guys made it. Hope you guys come back again to fly with Blue Arrow Global. The next scheduled stream will be on Monday. I tend to do daily streams, daily infinite flight streams from Monday to Friday during the weekdays. That schedule may change in the future because I may be mixing in X-Plane and some other games. But as of right now, that is the schedule. I try to get the schedule up on Sunday if I have time. This week I didn't. So hopefully next week I'll have time to schedule out the whole week so you guys know we're flying each day. But other than that, guys, thanks for flying with us. Hope you guys had a great time. Thank you to all the new subscribers, to all people who have not been able to catch a stream before. Welcome to your first stream. And for those guys who have been here every single stream, thank you for your loyalty. I really, really do appreciate it. I think I see you guys now. What you should have said, we're over by 3-6 center. Get some music on the way out. Yeah, that landing was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I always get nervous when it comes to landing 747s and stuff because usually I fly smaller aircraft. So landing a 747 is kind of like, oh man, it's going to be heavy, it's going to be hard. But it was actually pretty easy. I had plenty of fuel on board. We got enough to make it to Atlanta if we needed to. That moon is beautiful above us. Had a beautiful sunset, a beautiful view. Alright, so I guess we'll park, I think it's a spot right there. Man, I can't see nothing, but I believe that is a spot. We're gonna take that spot right there. Alright guys, stay in your seats until we park at the gate. And yeah, we're gonna have to go to outside view because I can't see a dang thing. I really can't see. And we'll make that, there he goes. Brakes. I think we actually went through the terminal a bit. But we're alright. We're okay. Nobody got hurt. Alright guys. Hope you guys had fun. I did. Before we get out of here, let's get go ahead and leave an emoji or say hi or say where you're watching from in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out before we get out of here. Go ahead and shut the engines off. Oh, maybe Infinite Passenger actually did work. I didn't think it was working. Nice. Arrived too late. Oh yay. We'll hit save. Made 11 million on that flight. Wow. Right now, wow, we have 1 billion banking right now. Shout out to everybody who's flying for the airline. Appreciate you guys. Is anybody else landing? Is there anybody else on the way in that we can watch land? I do see somebody on 36 left. Let's see if we can jump to free camera. I think 36 left is this way. I believe it's this way. I can't see anybody just yet. Let's see. Alright, we'll hold it right here for a bit. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I know somebody's on final 36 left, and I think my camera's at 36 left. Oh, yeah, there he is. Who is that? Lucas Piedra is on final. And while we wait for him to come in, I will go ahead and shout you guys out. Let's see, I gotta scroll up. Nico Arrow, shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining us today. Laser Gamer, Flight Aviation, Hawaii Guy, Pablo, Justin, Jerome, Ryan Attack, Plane and Train TV, Samuel Stein, 24K Super Vehicles, Andrew Cunningston, Lebrat Files, Quirky Aviation, thank you for that new sub too, bro. Flight Aviation, I think you already said your name. Jay George, Jacob, Wild Drop. Thank you all you guys for joining in today's stream. Thank you for all your subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed already, you already know what to do. Hit that red button. You could always, if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Discord. Obviously, you can find me streaming on YouTube, whatever. Definitely put a like on the video, leave a comment. And all the links to my social media are in the description below. So stop by there. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Leonardo, thank you for joining us today, man. Plane and Train TV. My Instagram is in the description below. Oh, we got somebody landing on 36 Center. Can we get over there in time? Can we get over there in time? Little baby bus. I think it's an A318. It's so dark and barely even see him coming down. There he is. Thank you, Lebras. I will do my best to try to plan next week's flights and make a schedule. We'll see how my weekend goes. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time. Let's jam out to some music on the way.